वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पावनं नयति यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. What a great fortune. Like every day is a great fortune. Canto 4, chapter 7, verse number 10. 4, 7, 10. Tada vrishabhvaja dvesha. Wait करें थोड़ा. 4, 7, 10. 4, 7, 10. Yes, please. तदा विषध्वजा द्वेषा कलिलात्मा प्रजापतिः शिवावलोकात् अभवत् शरद्धदा इवामलः। तदा विषध्वजा द्वेषा कलिलात्मा प्रजापतिः शिवावलोकात् अभवत् शरद्धदा इवामलः। तदा विषध्वजा द्वेषा कलिलात्मा प्रजापतिः शिवावलोकात् अभवत् शरद्धदा इवामलः। Lotus like Vaishnavas. तदा वृषध्वजा द्वेषा कलिलात्मा प्रजापतिः शिवावलोकात् अभवत् शरद्धदा इवामलः। So many sons are there. No agenda. Anybody else would like to recite? 470.
तदा ध्वजा द्वेषा
तदा वृषध्वजा द्वेषा
कलिलात्मा प्रजापतिः
कलिलात्मा प्रजापतिः
शिवावलोक अभावच
शिवावलोकात् अभवत्
शरद्धदा इवामलः।
शरद्धदा इवामलः। Tada, at that time, Vrishadhvaja, Lord Shiva, who rides on a bull, Dvesha, envy, Kalila Atma,
Kalila,
polluted heart.
polluted heart.
Prajapati,
Prajapati,
King Daksha.
Indasya,
Shiva,
Shiva,
Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva,
Avalokat,
Avalokha,
by seeing him.
by seeing
Abhavat,
Abhavat,
became. Sharat,
Sharat,
in the autumn.
in the autumn,
Radaha,
Rada,
lake.
lake,
Iva,
Iva,
like.
like,
Amala,
Amala,
cleansed.
cleansed.
Translation purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. At the time when Daksha saw Lord Shiva, who rides upon a bull, his heart, which was polluted by envy of Lord Shiva, was immediately cleansed, just as the water in a lake is cleansed by autumn rains. Purport. Here is an example of why Lord Shiva is called auspicious. If anyone sees Lord Shiva with devotion and reverence, his heart is immediately cleansed. King Daksha was polluted by envy of Lord Shiva, and yet by seeing him with a little love and devotion, his heart immediately became cleansed. In the rainy season, the reservoirs of water become dirty and muddy, but as soon as the autumn rain comes, all the water immediately becomes clear and transparent. Similarly, although Daksha's heart was impure because of his having slandered Lord Shiva, for which Similarly, although Daksha's heart was impure because of his having slandered Lord Shiva, for which he was severely punished, Daksha now came to consciousness, and just by seeing Lord Shiva with veneration and respect, he became immediately purified. Translation once again. At that time, when Daksha saw Lord Shiva, who rides upon a bull, his heart, which was polluted by envy of Lord Shiva, was immediately cleansed, just as the water in a lake is cleansed by autumn rains. So there is during the rainy season, the water becomes very muddy. Yeah? सब कुछ कीचड़ हो जाता है. And when the autumn rain comes, everything becomes clear. This Srimad Bhagavatam 10 can also describes uh, the autumn season in Vrindavan. And their similar description Sukadeva Goswami says that when the autumn rain comes, the water in Vrindavan becomes very pure. And then Krishna and Ram, and then the path is very clear. So one of the diseases of the heart is envy. Envy arises because we want to be the center, we want to be the enjoyer. And whenever there is, you started? I think so. Yeah. Envy arises because we want to be the center and we want to be the enjoyer. Right? There is this conception of I am the center. And here Daksha um, Daksha was very envious of the Lord. Actually, it is said that Daksha's heart became impure because of his having slandered Lord Shiva. Whenever we do any sinful activity, the heart becomes naturally we become accustomed. We become like the reaction is waiting for us. Um, and the heart becomes further and further impure. Like when I see America, previously my conception of America was different than what my conception of America is now. America, there's a lot of suffering actually. And the reason is because sinful activities are like daily, daily routine. Right? So just it was in the morning, Sunday morning, and somebody just walked in. Hey, I came for service, Sunday service. It's a church, right? Then I handled it, something is wrong. He said, I've come for Sunday service. It was 8 a.m., bro. We were just about, I mean, 8:30 a.m. We were just about to serve the breakfast. And he said, hey, I've come for Sunday service. Took his coat, hang the coat, and take the shoes off. Where is the service? It's like 8:30 a.m. in the morning. So Sunday service, no, he thought it's a church. So every church has Sunday 10, 11 a.m. Oh. So he just came. Then he said, give me a place to sit. come down, take breakfast. Then he took breakfast. Then he said, I am satisfied, thank you, I'm going now. He said, thank you, actually, I was looking for some food. Thank you for giving me some food. Never came back. I thought, okay, come se come, at least he came and took prasad. But then mind is disturbed and mental problems. And everywhere is the same thing. Like, and the reason, I mean, how I see it is as a reaction. Why everybody has those mental problems? Because everybody has those reaction of breaking the sinful activities, and that's why the mind become disturbed, and there is um, all these mental problems and instability, and there is another day the lady moved in. I mean, this happens with you because we are in a location which is like all Western population. This lady moves in and she's roaming into the temple hall. I'm like, hey, who are you? Where are you coming from? Just roaming in. How did you enter? I didn't even notice. Then, huh? No, temple hall. But it's like I see, I don't know from which way she came from. And she's roaming here and there. And then she told her story and so much suffering. Like, so I was relating this because it says, although Daksha's heart was impure, Prabhupada says Daksha's heart was impure because of his having slandered Lord Shiva. Because of his having slandered Lord Shiva. So when anything wrong we do, no, the mind becomes disturbed. One devotee, Antadvi Prabhu from Pune, we were discussing with him. And Prabhu, he was mentioning three things that hamper our absorption in Krishna. He said one is sense gratification, one is sins, and one is offenses. And he says when there is sense gratification, it's like um, absorption is little bit reduced sense gratification. For example, if we eat prasad, then that time it's hard to think of Krishna many times because we're so absorbed. Oh, there is this idli sambar. Oh, let me try this. Let me try this. And that time it's hard to remember Krishna. But the absorption it takes away is not so. It's not so bad actually. I mean, doesn't hamper really our Krishna consciousness, although temporarily it does hamper our absorption or any desire for self gratification. Another thing that is of increasing intensity is sins. Sins like regulative principles. When those are broken, then the reaction is seen for some time, if not a long time, at least few months. But then devotees by the process of holy name, apiches duracharo bhajante mamadanya sadhu eva samantavya. Samyak vyasito yasa. Devotees overcome that. But a dip will be there for sure. Any sins that happens. And then the biggest cause is the offenses. And offenses happen because of envy. And one example here is Daksha. And then it says, Lord Shiva, of course, Daksha right now he has which head? Right now, he has a goat head. He's talking in a goat head. The Lord Shiva came and he's on his bull. And just by seeing Lord Shiva, Daksha became immediately cleansed. How do we understand? Just by seeing Lord Shiva, Daksha became immediately cleansed. So I was contemplating sometime in the past that how can we become purified just by seeing somebody? And can we become impure just by seeing somebody? Can we become impure just by seeing somebody? Is that possible?
Yeah. The thought process.
Just by seeing somebody become impure? And just by seeing somebody become pure? So is there some example in scriptures that just by seeing somebody, Ajamil, but he saw something
Impact.
like he saw like she was wearing loose clothes.
One Brahmana he was suffering with leprosy. He saw prostitution.
He was suffering from leprosy then.
He saw he sees a prostitute waiting in a materially developed design.
Oh, and then develop leprosy.
Then his wife goes and serves in the prostitutes.
Uh, What if somebody is just walking?
What
Just normal, we see somebody, and can we become impure just by seeing somebody? Yes. Any example from Shastra? Just by seeing somebody become, we can become impure. Or we become like contaminated just by seeing somebody.
depends on Alzheimer's.
Yes, Prabhuji, I agree. And one example I was remembering is Jagai.
Right.
The moment they looked at them, they felt they were completely contaminated. And they jumped in Ganga. And then they felt they were cleansed from the reaction of seeing the Jagai.
Who got it back? No, anyway.
Any
Okay.
anybody, they were so sinful.
What is that feeling?
There is another example is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu when they went and see that sadhu, and he asked them, he was sadhu, and then, do you want bliss? And the bliss was wine. So Mahaprabhu understood that he was not very like what kind of sadhu is he. So Mahaprabhu jumped into the Ganges to cleanse himself. There is nothing, but it's just the association. There is also like even that, and the opposite also has an effect. Just by seeing the sadhu, one becomes beautiful. Just by seeing the sadhu, sins goes away. Just by seeing the sadhu, heart becomes cleansed. So both spectrum are there. When we see somebody this side, we see somebody this side, the effect is there. And there is a song, "E baro karo na karo Vaishnava ko side." Darshana pavitra koro, e tamara go. So darshana pavitra koro, e tamara go. And just by darshan, your qualities, you make them pavitra. There is another line also in that. Um, Tomara nikate gele, papa dure ja. It means whoever comes close to you, the sins goes away. So have you seen sometimes if there is a very strong sadhu, and then even if our mind or there may be some sinful contemplation or something, by seeing the sadhu, they will just fly away, and we feel like completely stable. So this is the power of just seeing. See, I have noticed that when a sadhu is very sincere, seeing him is very purifying. Like when we see these pure devotees, there's something melts in our heart. That's why darshan of such a sadhu, it feels like the heart is melting. Like our spiritual master, just see and we feel like just seeing is so much attractive. But that attraction is not there in everybody. In every sadhu, it takes time to develop that attraction. That just by seeing a sadhu, one feels like drawn. It's like when the sadhu's devotional practice is very intense, the sadhu becomes very attractive. And I mean, maybe very old, just like we can understand Srila Prabhupada's presence was so much impactful and felt. I saw Jagadaka Maharaj came and everybody's like, are you all? It's like impactful presence. Any sadhu is. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also describes three kinds of devotees: Kanishtadhikari, Madhyamadhikari, Uttamadhikari. When this Brahmana went to Lord Chaitanya and he asked Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what is the duty of Grahasthashram? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, duty of Grahasthashram is to serve devotees. Then the devotee asked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is a devotee? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, who once chant the name of Krishna is a devotee. Next year Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, who always chant the name of Krishna is a devotee. And what was the third thing Mahaprabhu said?
By seeing him, remember.
By seeing him, Krishna will come from them. Mahaprabhu says that is Uttamadhikari. So you see the effect of just by seeing a sadhu, or just by seeing him and chanting of Krishna. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was Navadvip, he did not show that much mercy, when it was deserved. When he went to South India, he embraced. By embracing, he gave it love of God. And later on, when anybody Mahaprabhu would glance, he would give love of God. Like we see the story of Maharaj Pratap Rudra, and he asked all the queens to stand on an elephant, and all the praja, like when Mahaprabhu was going for South India, so they Maharaj Pratap Rudra gave an order, everybody stand in line, so the Lord will pass. And when the Lord is passing, he's looking at everybody. And then by glancing, Mahaprabhu gave love of God. That kripa is only Mahaprabhu can. Glancing, he gave love of God. And Mahaprabhu has that potency that he can induce anybody to chant. There is one story of, I think, Shivananda Singh's son. Mahaprabhu saw him and Mahaprabhu asked him, Puridas. Mahaprabhu gave him the name Puridas. Mahaprabhu, Puridas, chant the name of Krishna. And Puridas like, so then Mahaprabhu said, Puridas, chant the name of Krishna. Then Mahaprabhu said, Puridas, chant the name of Krishna. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was surprised. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, um, who, not Narayan, the associate of Lord Chaitanya, Ramananda Roy and Sarup Damodar Goswami. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Sarup Damodar Goswami, Sarup, how is it possible? I could induce the lions and elephants and monkeys to chant the holy name of Krishna. Why am I not able to induce this child to chant the name of Krishna? I have induced everybody to chant, and this is Mahaprabhu's potency. He can induce anybody to chant the name of Krishna. And Mahaprabhu himself is accepting. Interesting. Mahaprabhu himself is accepting. I have induced lions and elephants and everybody and trees to chant the name of Krishna. Why I'm not able to induce this boy to chant the name of Krishna? So Sarudamada Goswami is very intimate. So Sarudamada Goswami said, my Lord, my feeling is that because he has received the name Krishna from you, he has been initiated by you. And because it's an initiation mantra, that's why he's not chanting loud. But when you are saying, he's chanting in his mind. So Mahaprabhu said, oh. then Mahaprabhu said, all right, Puridas, then chant a verse from Bhagavatam. And this child started crying and started glorifying a verse from Bhagavatam. Mahaprabhu goes in ecstasy. This is like Saru Damodar Goswami can understand such intimate heart of Lord Chaitanya. He is always with Lord Chaitanya and he is just observing. And Mahaprabhu, anything, Mahaprabhu, Saru, what is happening there? Saru Damodar will say, what is happening, my dear? So this is the power of just by seeing a Vaishnava, just by seeing a Vaishnava and hearing the holy name from a Vaishnava.
By seeing the sun on after this, but just by seeing, then that becoming sadhu, then one becomes really
Just by seeing a sadhu. And then one story I was like, the sadhu can do. Then one story I was thinking, he saw Lord Shiva so many times. He is the one who cursed Lord Shiva, blasphemed Lord Shiva. And this time he's seeing Lord Shiva and he was he was cleansed. So I was remembering two incidents, two thoughts came to my mind. One incident reminded me of this story of Sanatan Goswami and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Sanatan Goswami, when he was coming to Vrindavan to meet Lord Chaitanya, so Sanatan Goswami drank some water from a lake, and because of which he developed some uh, boils and some pus and other things were oozing from his body. And then whenever he would see Lord Chaitanya, he stayed at the house of Haridas Thakur under the Siddha Bapudarji. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go and perform his noon pastimes, noon service at Jagannath temple, and then he would come and to see Haridas Thakur. And every day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would bring prasad for Haridas Thakur at Siddha Bapudarji. And Rup and Sanatan Goswami, although they were born in Brahmana family, they felt because we have worked for the Muslim king, we are not qualified to see Jagannath. So they also never went to Jagannath Mandir. And they would stay with Haridas Thakur. in their humility. So then Mahaprabhu came and he saw Sanatana Goswami, and Sanatana Goswami would try to run away. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu hands are bigger, goes below his knees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spread his hand, and no matter how fast he run away, he'll do like this and he'll catch. So he'll bring Sanatana Goswami and he would embrace Sanatana Goswami. And when he would embrace Sanatana Goswami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body was filled with all the pus, and he would embrace him tightly. And then he would leave him. And nothing will happen, and Sanatana Goswami would still have the pus and the ooze. And he felt very bad. Then he asked Jagadananda Pandit, yeah, Jagananda Pandit, when I'm feeling so bad, I have come here to take the blessings and mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but I'm committing offense to the Lord, by giving all the contaminations to the Lord. And I have become very offensive. Um, then, then Jagannatha Pandit said that, see, he's a little bit comic character also at the same time. And like, he has a different dress up with Lord. So Jagannatha said, see, the Lord has given you Vrindavan. Why did you go to Vrindavan? The Lord has given that instruction to both of you, brother. Go to Vrindavan, then you don't have to give that problem to the Lord. So Ratan Goswami said, yeah, you are my very dear friend. I must do that. So next day the Lord came at Siddha Gokul and he again embraced Sanatana Goswami. So Sanatana Goswami said that, my Lord, I have decided that I should go to Vrindavan. And I have consulted with Jaga also. I have consulted with Jagadananda also. And he thought this is appropriate. Mahaprabhu became very angry. Mahaprabhu said, Jaga, by no means you are fit to be the spiritual master for the entire universe. You are fit to be my spiritual master. And Jaga is like Jaga is like so impudent that he thinks himself qualified to give you instructions. And then Sanatana Goswami said, my I have no mercy. Jagannatha Pandit has so much mercy that he's so intimate that you can scold him. But to me, you always respect. But he's so I can understand how much mercy Jagannatha had. So Mahaprabhu felt ashamed. So Mahaprabhu did had an answer to say, no, no, just Mahaprabhu said, no, no, not like that, Sanatana Goswami. So this conversation continued. And then after some time, then when Sanatana Goswami was feeling really, really bad, then in one of the last meeting, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again spread his hand and pulled him, and he embraced him, and all the ooze disappeared. Then Haridas Thakur started to dance, and Mahaprabhu and Sanatana Goswami body became completely, like, completely clean, normal, like in a moment. So I was thinking, Mahaprabhu, that was not the only time Mahaprabhu was embracing Sanatana Goswami. Mahaprabhu is embracing him every single day. But one time Mahaprabhu, he decided to remove. But other time Mahaprabhu did not. Mahaprabhu just wanted to test. So in this way, the devotee has when the spiritual master, their desires are very important. So when they desire, they can give the mercy, and then the heart can be cleansed. And in this case, when he saw Lord Shiva, his heart was cleansed. So Lord Shiva gave that mercy. So it's the will of, I mean, they them. It's very purifying just to see a Vaishnava, but it's also the desire of a Vaishnava, desire of Lord Chaitanya. Huh? How they want to reveal. So previously, Lord Shiva didn't desire, he was just remembering the Lord. But this time, Lord Shiva really wanted to give his mercy. Another point Srila Prabhupada here also mentions is if anybody sees Lord Shiva with devotion and reverence, his heart is immediately cleansed. King Daksha was polluted by envy of Lord Shiva, and yet by seeing him with a little love and devotion, his heart completely became cleansed. So it says that Daksha's role is also there, that he also saw Lord Shiva with love and devotion, and his heart was cleansed. So sometime I was thinking, sometime we also feel some envy. It happens now. No, no. Sometimes we may also feel some envy towards some sadhus, possible. And then if we see them with love and devotion. Just like Daksha was feeling envy. It's like Daksha was feeling envy when the Lord Shiva was not there. But when Lord Shiva was there, and Daksha saw Lord Shiva with some love and devotion, and by that little love and devotion Daksha showed, although his heart was envious of Lord Shiva, by seeing Lord Shiva, his heart was cleansed. And I think that I was also thinking many times the mind is very much disturbed. And how the mind becomes disturbed is because of some sinful reaction from the past. Sometimes the mind is very much disturbed. And then when we see a sadhu, although the mind is very much disturbed, and when we see the sadhu, everything goes away and feel like everything is good, everything is nice, everything is normal. Why I was feeling like that? And just the power of a sadhu is can just remove all this mental agitation that we may have, or disturbance or envy or whatever we may have. Yes, the sadhu has the power that few minutes of sadhu association, and those things can go away. And we feel like so much less, and we feel ashamed like why I was thinking in that way. There's the power of just the seeing a sadhu. Okay, any discussions?
Yeah, we are thinking that we are mentioning how by seeing a sadhu we become clear. So my thought is that sadhu is not limited to physical, it's not it only by going to the place where the sadhu is we can see the sadhu. So to feel the sadhu's presence in one's heart, to see the sadhu, that how what is the process to make that happen, to make the sadhu appear in that.
Mm. I was with, and I mean, we were in Mayapur, and I was there. There were some devotees, and our Achyut Gopal Prabhu was also there. We went to this place called Suvarna Vihar. It's the place in Godrup Dweep. It is near, a little bit closer to Nasimhapalli and Harihara Kshetra. So we were there and we were having some discussion. And I was asking, or we all were discussing, like, okay, some reflections from this Maharaj Yatra, something we're discussing. And very nice point that Chugol made. He said, Prabhu, I felt like it is up to Guru to reveal himself to us. We can understand Guru intellectually, but how great our Guru is, only when Guru reveals himself to us, how great he is, only then we can understand. And Maharaj was mentioning in that class that even how great the Dham is, how great Krishna is, all the revelation of Dham or Krishna, Guru has to reveal that to the disciple by his mercy. And Guru first reveals himself to us, and then he reveals everything to us. So I feel like it is up. Sri Guru has this free will, um, and he can reveal to us when he likes. Just like yesterday in Chaitanya Charitamrita we were reading, and it says Sri Krishna is not attracted by how much we hear or how much we chant or how much we do any such things. But Sri Krishna is attracted by anybody who is anybody. It's up to Krishna Chandra to pick whoever he likes. And when he picks somebody, then they go up. I think Svetashvatara Upanishad, or there was a quote. Anybody whom Krishna chooses, that person goes back to God. Just Krishna's free will. Likewise, whoever Guru chooses, um, that person will, and if Guru desires, then that person will understand the glory of Guru and glory of Dham and glory of Holy, glory of Devi. It's something that is given to us. And see, the Guru's mercy is not equal to everybody. It may seem like, but it is somebody who is very sincere and who is serving the instructions and who is like sincerely trying to please Sri Guru. Um, Guru is very pleased with that. Like, so the mercy of Sri Guru is also selective. So it's about we are trying to act in such a way that we are trying to qualify ourselves for the mercy of Sri Guru. And I feel like when he decides, he will do it to us. What do you think?
So we
Until that time, I feel like only it's our practice and our sincere practice.
That's very amazing actually to see every situation in life as an opportunity to qualify oneself for the mercy of people.
Mm,
That's the only purpose of life because once you qualify and then even without you knowing your consciousness is different.
mm,
So yeah, that's very amazing perspective to see. I mean, yeah, but it's true that mm, yeah, we see that so many devotees with mm, they they were just some devotees before, but then suddenly, they got such mercy and they got such devotion. And then sometimes it's it's possible to wonder that how it happened. But actually, they
mm.
really qualified for that. That's why they got bhakti shakti.
Every, many times we get many inspiration. Like, oh, this is what I'm doing. I must work on this. I must work on this. Like recently, I was thinking I must work. And anyways, there are many fallacies that exist in our lives. And sometimes some fallacy comes out and there is some voice that work on this aspect. This is a stumbling block, which is there in Shastra. Everything is there in Shastra. We hear, we read, we understand everything. But then sometimes this things comes that I think this is something that I should work on. That I feel like that is also
Mercy.
mercy to see, to identify our obstacles and develop a desire. Like sometimes you want to chant more down, sometimes you want to hear more, sometimes you want to read more, sometimes you want to avoid certain things. And those desire also is the mercy of Sri Guru. And then when that mercy comes, then we get the strength to do it. We become conscious of our life that we don't do such thing in our day-to-day practice. Even that consciousness, that remembrance also is the mercy of Guru and Krishna within our, like for example, if I don't want to say criticize devotees, then that remembrance when I'm criticizing from within the heart, Shyamanda, is not good for you. That is also Guru and Krishna's mercy. That desire, I don't want to criticize devotee itself is Guru and Krishna's mercy. Otherwise, we may speak about it, we may hear about it, we may read about it, and then we may still unconsciously criticize devotees, and we feel like it is okay, and we don't feel a need to overcome that, and we don't may not be able to understand the devastating effect that has or what multiple things have on our spiritual life. That is again the mercy of Guru and Krishna to reveal something to us to work on, and then reveal another thing to us to work on, and give us the consciousness that we can follow that desire, inspiration. I think like everything is based on this. It's given to us, and then we are just externally acting. But it's like a case of us. What do you think?
Yeah, I was just meditating that qualification to actually become absorbed in the service of the Lord. That's actually that's the only qualification that is at least the immediate need for every devotee. That if they can absorb themselves into whatever extent, then that is great actually.
And that absorption is also mercy.
Yes, sir.
Only if Guru and Krishna versus mercy, we feel like, oh, I'm going to absorb. Otherwise, we feel like we are not able to absorb.
So you in the situation when of course the Anishtita and Nishtita, so in Anishtita stage when one is unable to absorb, so the best thing is to keep praying and keep trying. But at the same time to know that Guru and Krishna are watching us, right? With that consciousness, they are watching me. So if I do my best, then they will give me a little bit more help, little bit more help like that.
Mm.
That's right.
Mm. Like Yogi Shorty says, na, first 2 years, we know everything. In a way, all the Shastra is downloaded. So there is nothing new. Rest is practice. And rest is like now the journey starts. The journey takes decades or maybe lifetimes. But understanding all the principles, What are the 6 things favorable? What are the 6 things unfavorable? What to do, what not to do. Everything is clear. But the journey is what we are trying to practice. All this whole journey is based on mercy. You may say like we should be so absorbed in this. मास्टर कैसे? हमारे हाथ में होता तो कल ही एब्जॉर्ब हो जाते प्रभु जी. Everything is the mercy of Guru Krishna, the path. Okay. Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If I spoke anything wrong, please forgive me as your humble servant. Ananta Koti Vaishnava. Ending on soon. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Dhanyavad Pranam. Hare Krishna.